Hi, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and well, this is another series that I haven't reviewed anything for so far because I haven't bought these figures in so damn long. Not since the 80s and 90s have I bought anything from these characters, and here's the first one that I was able to get, and that would be Raphael. I always said Raphael, but some people say Raphael. I don't know. I say Raphael. And actually, I wanted to get Michelangelo because that's my wife's favorite. She seen him in the store, said she liked him, and I already was looking at him like, man, those look just like the old toys, but much, much better and bigger. And I kept looking at him. I've seen him in several different days. I'm like, do I really want to buy a Ninja Turtle toy? I mean, I haven't really cared about them in so long, but they just look so cool. Just a nostalgic feeling, and not just nostalgic, but also awesome. Kind of like the Jason toy. They made the Jason NES toy and gave me that nostalgic feeling, but it was also a very well detailed and articulated toy, so that made me happy. It made me feel a lot better about paying the extra money for it. But yeah, I went back, I seen these toys there. They had all four of them for a couple weeks. I go back in, to get Michelangelo. They're out of them. All they had was one Raphael and 3 Donatellos. So I got Raphael. I'm going to try to get the others. I ordered Michelangelo online, so I'm definitely getting him. But yeah, that's just pretty cool. And there's the package. Look at that, old school Ninja Turtles. I mean, it's not old school from like the comics when they're all red instead of the different colors, but still, that's when I first heard about the Ninja Turtles. It was the cartoon. And that's what I always remember about him, and that's what I love about him, is the cartoon. So it's time to open him up and see what he's like. And there's Raphael out of the package, and he looks sweet as hell. I like the scale of him. He's about as tall as my figure there, close to 7 inches. So that's awesome. And dude, the sculpt in this is awesome. It's simple because it's supposed to be simple like the old ones. Oh, I want to point out one quick thing here. I was saying that it was based on the classic characters, and it actually says it on the package. Inspired by the original TMNT animated series in 1988. And yeah, he's pretty cool. One thing I had to do though was right here, this joint here on his shoulder will not move on either arm. It was stuck in place, like, I don't know if it's a paint or what, but if you have that happen to yours, which seems like other people are going to have that happen to them, because this is the only one I've bought. This is the only one I bought and it happened to it. But take a hairdryer and just blow it on there for a while, heat it up, and then try to slowly work at it and it'll move. Because mine was stuck, and I bet if you tried to force it, it would break, and that's just a pain in the ass. But a hairdryer is a very good way to loosen up parts that are stuck or, glued in place by the paint. And damn it, I said I'd pronounce it Raphael all the time, but I keep saying Raphael. I don't know why. But, yeah. He comes with this cool base, too. It's got the pegs in it to go in his feet. That's awesome. Doesn't really need it. I'm pretty sure you can stand this guy pretty well without them. Comes with 2 other accessories, which are obviously his 2 weapons, his size, which fit to his hand, or they can go into his little belt thingies there like that. So that's cool. And that's all of his accessories. Now I'll go over articulation, because that is where this thing shines. The articulation in this is freaking amazing, because the original toys that this is based on, which are probably about that tall, weren't that articulated, but these are. I mean, his head can spin around, it can look up and down a little bit, but the arms, they go up like this. I mean, they can go everywhere. Elbows, double jointed elbows. And the wrist can spin around. Each finger is articulated, so you can make them flick people off like I would imagine Raphael would do. And at the chest area. He can spin around, lean forward. That's awesome. The legs, can do karate kicks and shit. This can spin there. The knees are double jointed. There's a joint at the foot that can also spin. And each toe is separately articulated. Now that is just crazy, man. That is a lot of articulation for a Ninja Turtle toy. And one thing that kind of bugs me though, I'm not sure what's going on here, but see how his legs are? You can make this leg go straight down. This one kind of goes out to the side. And I tried spinning this around and it still kind of does it. But that's pretty close there though. Okay, maybe I just solved my own problem. I spun it around and I swear it still looked like it was sticking out. But I guess it's working now. Seriously, I loved Ninja Turtles back when I was a kid. But then I just, after the 90s, after that show was over in the movies, I didn't care about them anymore until now because these are just cool. Now the paint job is simple like it should be. The shell's just basically one yellow color. All the red on his, you know, straps and pads and everything, all the same red color. The green's all one color. Not a whole lot of shading. There could be more shading, but I think the natural light actually kind of does it pretty well on him. This is probably the part that I think needs a little bit of shading, the shell back here. It just looks so plain, but I think that's because it's based on the original toys. They did that. But it's just cool, man. This is just an awesome toy. Strangely, they actually kind of shaded this. Like the sewer cap, I guess, is what this is supposed to look like. There's shading in there. Didn't shade it on here. The R looks pretty good. I like the R on the belt. It's awesome. Like his little angry face that he has. Because Raphael is always a pissed off one, as everybody knows. And he looks the most pissed off out of the four. Now, assuming that I'm able to get all four of these toys, I'm going to review them all for you so you can see them. And I really like these. I hope they make more of them after this series. But I hope hopefully they fix them and make them the way they're supposed to be, because it would always bother me. The original Shredder from these toys did not look like the one from the show. His costume was different. It was different colors. Like, I think I made like his helmet like blue or purple when it was supposed to be silver. That drove me nuts. I painted it, but of course the paint just stayed sticky because it wasn't the right kind of paint. Oh, that pissed me off. So if they make like Shredder and stuff, I hope hopefully they make them correctly and not like they were in the old line. Ugh. But if they just stick with these four, that's awesome, because I really like the way they did these. Badass, man. And I can't wait to get Michelangelo and Leonardo and Donatello. Now, Michelangelo was really my favorite, but I don't know, for some reason when I was a kid, I guess because kids are stupid, I always said Leonardo was my favorite. I said, he's the leader, and he's got swords, and I think he's the coolest. But I don't know why, because I know I enjoyed Michelangelo much more. He's funny and everything. He's most people's favorite, but that's probably why. I was trying to be different. I like Leonardo better, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. Michelangelo is awesome. Can't wait to get him. Especially since he's got real chains on his nunchucks. Compared to, like, you know, the original version of these, it was just a piece of plastic. So, obviously, as you can tell, I think this toy is awesome. I mean, look at that. You can make him kick and shit. That's freaking awesome. I love this toy. So, if you see these toys, get them, because they are worth it. Especially if you were around back then and watched the old shows. Because these toys are just cool. They look so much like the old cartoon. And they remind me of the old toys, but they just made them so much better. I would compare the old toys to them, except I sold them all. I kind of grew out of Ninja Turtles and sold them. Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, thanks for watching. It's Mr. Evilcheese. Subscribe and eat, and goodbye.
Oh, damn it. Why don't you click on one of those pictures there to watch the review for it, okay, man? Alrighty.